Look at Dex back there.
Get him, Dex. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Oh, oh. Dude, that's on tape.
Get him, Dex. Hey, come here.
Attack.
You don't like that shit. Get him.
Dude, if he fucking bites me, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Come here. Hey, come here.
He's gonna get my fucking shit,
Come
you
here.
bastard.
Good boy. Sit down.
Dex, what's wrong with you?
Sit down. He's bigger.
I didn't bite him.
But he won't bite though. Yeah.
Dex,
Come here.
what's up, buddy?
Hey, go lay down. Go lay down. Good boy.
I can't believe you taught your dog how to attack.
It's a good boy though. He won't bite though.
Huh?
He won't bite though.
What are you talking about? He was gobbling on my shoe.
No, he wouldn't bite you.
I got it on video.
But he didn't bite. It's on tape?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
going to be on the intake. Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 464. Let's just double check, make sure that the, what you call it's on? Yeah, we're good. Episode 464, what we're talking today is partner stretches for the front rack. So there's three elements that we really care about the front rack. There's actually four, but we're going to talk about three. I'll mention the fourth one in a second. When we talk about this, we're talking about a single appendage or a single arm, right? I got Sean here, who's probably one of the more immobile people I know, so it works out really, really well. I love you though, right? So here's what happens. We care about shoulder flexion, right? So because we need the elbow to come up so we can get into that front rack position, all right? We also care about elbow flexion, right? Because we need elbow flexion so that the elbow could flex down and rest on top of where the collarbone is. But then we also need what they call supination, all right? That's supination is this direction right here, and if you could see, if you were in a flexed position, that would be the palm coming up right there, right? So we care about three things. But then we also care about horizontal adduction, which is this. This would be horizontal adduction, abduction, right? But all I'm going to do is block into horizontal adduction, and then I'm going to worry about these other three elements. I just held up two fingers. Other three elements that I really care about. Here's what happens, right? When I'm stretching as a partner, I can eliminate all the other stuff, the tricky like things that I do with the bands and all that other stuff, because I can block it myself. Here's, as a partner, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the opposite hand, and I'm going to put him into that flexion, all right? Obviously, oh, I didn't even talk about wrist extension as well. Sorry, there is four elements. So there's shoulder flexion, there is elbow flexion, there's wrist extension, and forearm supination, right? I think that covers it all. There we go. So we have all four. That's improv at its finest, right? So we care about all those. So if I lack wrist flexion, wrist extension, man, if I lack wrist extension, I'm screwing everything up today. If I lack wrist extension, I'm not going to get down there. If I lack elbow flexion, I'm not going to get down there. If I lack shoulder flexion, I'm not going to get down there, right? Because the goal is to get him all the way down to this position. And we can see already just that little bit of weight makes Sean want to lean to the side. He doesn't like that position. So we're going to look at all those positions in combination. How can we mobilize them? The way we do that is we grab on top of the wrist. I'm going to grab on top of the palm, and I'm going to bend the wrist backwards. And then I'm going to block into horizontal adduction, and I'm just going to allow him to start in a position that's down here like this, right? And I'm going to force his elbow up, all right? As I force his elbow up, he's going to want to fall out like this, okay? As he falls out like this, I'm going to block into horizontal adduction. I'm going to keep the wrist into extension. I'm going to keep the forearm into supination, all right? I'm going to keep the elbow drugged downwards as far as I can until I get my elbow up to the height at which I think is level for a good position and good front rack. Once I do that, all I'm going to try to do is work that wrist downwards. But you notice what I'm doing is I'm not bending the wrist back. I'm just dragging the elbow into further flexion. And in this case, this is where Sean is less mobile. So what we could do there is we could just drag him into that position for 3 to 5 seconds, allow him to relax, and go ahead, drag him back into that position, 3 to 5 seconds, allow him to relax. But I want you guys to see is I'm supporting the elbow, so I'm pushing it up onto the rack, or onto the tabletop that I want it to be on, and I'm supporting the wrist. I'm not just bending it backwards haphazardly. I'm actually keeping it in a semi-extended position, and I'm more dragging the elbow, the forearm down, all right? How many repetitions would we like to do with this? Anywhere between 20 and 30, and then we're going to switch sides, all right? 3 to 5 seconds each time. And I had this asked before. Of course, depending on how muscular he is, he really is muscular, right? Biceps and also in the forearms itself, right? He's going to be limited, so you're going to stay within his normal limitation range of motion, but you're just going to push into that barrier just a little bit. Hopefully we can get the back of his palm, the back of his hand a little bit closer to his collarbone, because that's where the front rack is going to land with the bar. Cool. You didn't talk that much at all. You just had your dog attack me. Sean, thank you so much. Dex, thanks for chewing me up. Guys, until tomorrow, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.